How's it going? Is that 3-0 to Munster? 3-0 to Leinster. 3-0 to Leinster. I thought let's move the table back a bit, man. Manie's on the edge too, Manie more.
Right. So, thanks everyone. We got the head coach John Dobson, the captain Stephen Kitshoff, and the Vodacom man of the match, Manie Libbok. We'll take questions from the room and then see if there's anyone on Zoom after that. Yes, Craig.
Well done, Dobson. I guess when you look at the stats, you're going to you didn't have a most of it, but you did brilliantly with all you had. How do you assess that?
Yeah, look, we knew these Irish teams are high position teams, hard to get a ball off from a good breakdown, and they knew they'd go through phases. I think they were in a bit of a, I don't think they could kick distance against us because you saw what happened when they scored the tries. Their contested balls, I don't think would go, so they couldn't really kick. I suppose that part we knew they'd be high position. I think we wanted to dominate far more territorially. And that's why I think we made a couple of, they got that a couple of 50-22s, a couple of penalties that I think we shouldn't give in away. Yeah, but I thought we were a bit loose with the ball as well. We were forcing things a little bit, turned a lot of ball over. But I didn't think, okay, maybe they got within 4 points of the 15 to go, but I didn't think we were going to lose it. I felt like the plan was working, and we knew we'd have to make 8 tackle sets, and we did that. Just frustrating to give away that penalty.
Did you anticipate a bit of ball work?
Galway. No, I think Manie, you probably, but that wind was swirling so much, it blows about 5 different directions. It doesn't come in there, so it's weird. This side it's pushing back from the, it's southeast. It's pushing back from the northwest. This side, I mean, you probably could speak to it better, but it's you just got to kick normally, yeah.
That's obviously what stopped. Yeah, as you can see, we never got like a solid strike on the ball because the ball is always moving, like the ball said. So it's a wind. It's swinging like this, and then obviously when the ball goes, it's like swinging and go back again. Like, yeah, it's tough.
Robert, just there's a couple of nice stories outside of you, but just on what it means. Back to URC final. How massive is that? What does it feel like? I mean, must be immensely proud.
It's a little bit emotional, to be honest, because our big fear, like I've told you guys the year, Lloyd, was that we could prove that we belonged and that it wasn't a fluke. And I think if you'd said we're going to go to the final this season, we lost a few players. We gave up more Springboks, and Evan and Dion and Marvin became a regular Springbok again. So it's an incredible feeling for us. And I think as we sit here, I know it's for the only reason we want to play that game in Cape Town will be for the people of Cape Town and probably some revenue, but the people. But I think us going to the Aviva was going to be a great experience for the growth of this group, and I think we'll put up a good performance there. So it's incredibly special. I mean, I know it's a bit silly, but we're the only team who would have made 2 finals so far. Probably change next year, but it's a bit emotional, like in a nice way. I started to go for my walk and headed down the stairs, and then we kicked that contestable and the Chick scored, and then I went back upstairs to claim the credit. But I was going. It was. Listen, they've got, like us, they've got a massive amount of fight, Connacht, and they're very clever. They play very clever form of rugby, but as I say, it looks like they dominated they did. It doesn't look like they dominated the possession, but we knew we just want to make it impossible for them to kick and we tackle. So, but it got too close, especially when Kitsy gave away that penalty. Did they score after that? Can't remember. What penalty? Yeah, it got too close to comfort, definitely. But credit to Connacht, they never lied down. We thought we could break them, and they never laid down. Brilliant. Great headlines. That's that try.
Oh yeah, it's obviously Angelo made it try. He did all the hard work. Obviously, I just looked over and finished him, put the ball over the line. So yeah.
Which one you do?
Which one you do?
back.
Yeah.
And I kind of looked a little bit anxious almost. I think we just, nonchalant took the ball and slipped with you guys. I mean, that was like amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we knew obviously like the teams, all other teams, they are ball in hand team like to play few phases, make a tackle, and obviously later on they will look to go to a kick. But we knew if once the kick come, we just have to handle it, and when we handle it, then we can hurt them on the transitions because obviously when I have mismatches, guys, tight is going to be there, and it's in the middle as well, and lot of most of the team, most of the backs is going to the one side, so we were on the opposite side, we're going to run against forward. So yeah, that's what happened there. So yeah.
You aren't afraid to play in 22.
Say again.
You just personally, you're not afraid to even play in 22. So far.
Yeah.
First thing.
Huh?
Give by like yesterday.
No, man. Obviously, our game model covers everything. And we are a team that we are a team that, and obviously we're optimistic. And we know if when we unpredictable, we're dangerous. So and like I said, it's not like we how can I say now we're going off plan. It's just we see the picture, take the picture in the moment, and obviously sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't pay off. But yeah, like I said, when we unpredictable, then that's the time we're very dangerous.
Often in the semi-final, teams sometimes go into the shower, the occasion, I'm the second part of the game. Just speak about how you guys still go for it, no matter what the situational game is.
Yeah, like I said, obviously, you must remember, like through the season, you must remember what brought you there. Is it like I said, is it because of playing conservative or playing obviously in your systems, but still be unpredictable. Still, you have the mindset of taking opportunity on hand. And that's how we are. That's how we want to play. We don't want to be conservative. When we're conservative, then it's easy for the opposition to play against us. But like I said, when we're unpredictable, it's hard. Then it's hard to defend, and obviously then we're dangerous. And like I said, our game plan covers everything: run, kick, run. So yeah, we just out there making the decisions and go with it.
We're quite confident in saying that you guys will cope without you and Marvin, and they end up.
Yeah, look, we took a massive not a gamble because it was the right thing for the players and the team, but they medically weren't ruled out. We thought it was best that we could get through it without. So it's a massive relief that we did. If there had been a final deal, both would have played. Look, our line-out struggled today. I think we were about 50%, having been 100% last week against the Bulls. I don't think the win was the easiest. Ruben's new to 5 against a URC semi-final. But to get through and get that result, and I think what we may have lacked come with some of the line-out skills, I think we made up for physicality on defense. That the BJ and Ruben, I don't know how many tackles Ruben those two put in, but it was a lot. So yeah, I think we also knew that you could see that Kitshoff we got one, but it's a hard team to steal against. So probably worked out, and the plan was Willie would just disrupt them, and he did a reasonably good job there. So please, the good thing is both available for the final, which is brilliant.
The scrum, I don't probably was one of the few competed scrums, but it felt like there was no competed scrums today. It was quite messy in there.
Yeah, don't always want to blame the pitch, but it does get a bit slippery, and almost felt like Connacht tried to get away from the scrums by either pre-engage or trying to not feed the ball, and then they get a free kick like that. But yeah, I think towards the end we almost started understanding their mind games, and we got a nice penalty towards the end of the game. Nice push over, or almost try to build a bit of pressure there, but it is difficult. It is difficult to scrum on this pitch, and I think next year when pitch is done, redone, then I think it's going to be a different scenario.
Even just another record in terms of the attendance here at the Kitshoff Stadium, Kitshoff Stadium, how special is that? Knowing that, potentially it will be the last time you play it, but having experienced that, on that occasion.
No, it's absolutely amazing. It's getting 46,000 people in the stadium. It's absolutely amazing, and you could feel the atmosphere. Like as soon as there's something happening, you can hear the volume of the stadium just increase. And even though the tickets went up in price, and there's a lot of, it was not the greatest like weather for rugby, but it's amazing that the faithful came out and supported the guys in the semi-final. And hopefully next year we can have similar crowds every week. So no, I'm just chuffed and very grateful that the support is back.
Manie, can you just speak a little bit about your own game and where you are at the moment? I mean, you're playing incredible rugby at the moment, and everyone can see that just the journey over the last 2 years. And it must feel like you're in a pretty good space at the moment. Just tell us, briefly what's kind of happened over those 2 years to get you to the space where you're at.
First of all, obviously, I'm happy, and I got the opportunity to play, and that's what I always wanted. I wanted to play, and yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm just grateful for that Bobo and the Stormers gave me the opportunity to play and back me, and obviously that pays off, and that helps me, obviously, to play week in, week out, both my confidence, both of my performances, my previous performances, and they helped me a lot. So where I am now, currently at the stage of my career, like I said, I'm very happy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it here. Obviously, the guys, the Kits in them, the forwards, they laid the foundation for me, obviously, to perform and do my thing. So yeah, I'm just grateful to them as well for doing their job, and by them doing their job makes my job easier. I mean, yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm just happy, and I'm enjoying my rugby now.
Manie, miskien net dieselfde vraag in Afrikaans as wat jy in Engels kan.
Sorry?
Dan vraag in Afrikaans antwoord is dit.
Ja, nee, ek is baie gelukkig aan die punt van my carrière nou. Ja, soos ek sê, ek is net dankbaar vir die Stormers en ons Dobbo wat my opportunity gegee het en my back en my jare opportunity gegee om weer uit te speel. Hy het my gejaag om myself weer op te bou, kan ek sê, te bou op my previous games, performances, en ja, soos en dan die forwards wat my die platform gee om my ding te doen. So ja, ek is net, ja, obviously, I'm happy en ek geniet my rugby wonderlik.
Manie, just on that opening spell, you were trying to exit. You looked at where you were going to kick, was it, and you dropped the ball backwards. So you passed it into Damien, he knocked it at the back of the try. Was there a conversation between the two of you after that, just to calm down and settle down, and was everything after that just being swimming?
Yeah, obviously they Connacht did well, put us in a message present. And like the wind, we talk about the wind was terrible at that stage, was hard. Obviously, I should have had out my eyes longer on the ball, but I took my eyes off the ball. Like you said, because I look where I wanted to kick, and I dropped the ball off, lose it backwards, and then obviously try to reget it, try to get control on it again, and obviously Damien was there to bail out and try to give it to him just for a bailout, and obviously he dropped it as well. But that was my fault, and obviously now after that I put it behind me. Because rugby is a game of 80 minutes, not about one moment. There's always a lot of moments in the game to win and get that confidence back, obviously. like I said, just focusing on the next job and try to influence the next moment positively. So yeah.
And I was spoke last about that after the Bulls game. Just from your side, people criticize you after that Munster game, but you just came back and blew everyone away. Those performances, what does that mean to you? And just recovering as quick as you can from something like a Munster.
No, but it's how can I say, it's funny because obviously that performance against Munster, it was tough. Obviously, I wasn't on my best, especially kicking to goal. But I don't think my game was off. I think I did a really good job in general, but obviously my kicking wasn't where it has to be. And I knew if I had just had to kick one over, then we sort of win the game. But yeah, that kind of games that build my character. I took a lot of learnings out of games like that. Because in games like that, always it how can I say, tells you, or it reminds you there's still a lot to work on. There's still a lot to improve on. And just putting that to perspective and go back and go to the working, especially on my kicking, with the kicking coach, where the phenomenal kicking coach here at the Storm that he asked me a lot to my kicking, and he brings the best out of me by putting me, helping me and putting the work in with me. So I'm just grateful for him for always backing me and put the working with me, and it shows in paid off in the Bulls game. And obviously from the Bulls game, I got my confidence back again, especially from not the Bulls, actually from the Benetton game as well. I got my confidence back now, and obviously I'm just having my head down and keep on crafting and working on my craft and on the work, so that I can be in the best possible position to perform in the weekend.
And let's not forget Dobson took credit for getting money back on his kicking ways. He claimed it after the Bulls game. Him and Gareth worked together.
It's not about you. You happy that they didn't give it to the last for you to get the video tonight, but you had plenty of time to still pick it over from the touchdown. Like it's also long game.
Yeah, this game is if it's going down there, obviously, yeah, like I said, I have to. It's my job. It's my job to put the ball through the post. Obviously, convert tries, to convert penalties, and whenever Skip is asking me to go to post, I have to do my job. It's my job. So if it came down to that moment again, I'm sure I'm ready. Obviously, I'm ready because I know what I put the work in prior on what they did. So I'm really confident that I obviously should have put it over if it went down to that. Yeah.
So Ron else spoke earlier this week about signing a new deal and speaking about the dynasty that you're trying to build here at Stormers. And he said it was tough not to buy into what you and the assistant want to achieve. Can you just maybe comment on that, especially obviously now make back-to-back finals and what is the aim there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're probably exceeding. You know, we sort of sit down at the end of COVID and thought about what we're trying to do with the Stormers. And I didn't think we'd be getting over 45,000 a couple of weeks ago for a home game, including a game against Connacht. We're not the most known team. That the vibe about rugby in the town, everything. The whole mission we said was to make. Well, last year it was called Get Cape Town Smiling because it was start. And this year was a bit more emphatic, make Cape Town smile. And it's all about what we're trying to build. Because we know what rugby in the Western Cape looks like, what it means to the people. I told you that there was a police command of a station out in, I can't get it, Delft or Blue Downs, I'm not sure, who said the Stormers win, gender-based violence drops that night. And you can extrapolate that as far as you want. It's hell of a powerful. I mean, those tickets on the West End, we spoke about it in the team talk before the game, were 300 rand. That's great. No issue. We filled them up. But if you look at those people, they're not swanning out of like Gavin out of the penthouses of Bloberg or Clifton or they represent our Mensa. They are people, and they're giving some sacrifice, whether it's not taking their family somewhere or, you know, I'm sorry, I'm going to get lectured, but I went to the airport early on Wednesday morning. I can't remember which it was, and there was a guy there who was running up to me and said, "Can I get a lift back to town, to Cape Town?" He didn't know who I was, and I said, "No," but I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I want to watch the Stormers on the weekend, so what I'm doing is I'm not taking public transport this week." So he's coming every day to the airport to find somebody dropping somebody to get a lift into town from Black. He said, ran from Blackie, whoever it was, to get a lift Cape Town to get to work. And so that's what we're really playing for, and that's our big why. And our project is to restore Stormers to the full pride, to fill this up 7 or 8 times a year. And you know, we've probably gone a little bit faster than I thought in some ways, you know, with these back-to-back finals. But we want to be, you know, it's just amazing that, you know, a couple of years ago I had to give Manie a ring and he's come down and trust us. And he took a leap of faith, and hopefully it's paid off. Now the phone's ringing and people want to come and play here. We feel a connection with us. That it means that's what it's got to be. This team, we're different to every other team. All of you, most of you guys know what the Mensa or the people or the faithful look like in Cape Town. This team belongs to people across every demographic, every LSM standing, and that's what our connection with that is so important to us. You know, everybody's got a story. McMarvin's from Toilet City in Belhar. Some guys from traditional, like his kids from, you know, as like France and him keep the brandy sales. It's an industry that supports, you know. But it's a tradition. That's what we're trying to do, is really build up a special rugby league place here. And you know, it's probably something that I think if we get it right with our pathways, with the passion we've got, and the best supported team in the competition or whatever, we can make something very, very special here. And as I said, like, there's going to be an equity deal. Peter's going to come home. We're going to, in a couple of years, and play till he's older than Brock and all that stuff. But it's going to be, no, but our thing is really to build us something, and I think we're in the right direction. And we're aware that perhaps next year a lot of the other unions will go and spend a lot of money and get some big names in and everything, but we'll keep fighting, and just making Cape Town smile. And that's our whole mission. And I think once you've got that why to get off the ground or to make those extra runs, then you've got into a special space. So, you know, we'll probably, you know, maybe next year try and do better in the Heineken Cup. And maybe when we've got the equity deals done and we've got a bigger squad, and maybe that's when we compete in the Heineken Cup. But we want to be every year the top. If there's a World Club Championship in 2025, you know, I don't know how many teams would come from the URC. Maybe it's 4, I don't know. But we have to be there, and I think we're well on track.
I'll go in a wider context though. You are the starting factors in last 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, obviously represent the entire country. I mean, how does that sit?
Does the entire country support us? That's a quest. That's no. It is that we got messages from all the other teams, which actually is special. It actually makes it's a source of pride, because you saw those on SuperSport. I was looking at this morning. They saw, you know, Connacht, Stormers, Leinster, Munster, and we're the only South African team and 3 Irish teams. So that is special. We want to do something very special in 2 weeks' time, whether it's here or there. I promise you, if we go to the Aviva, we're not rolling over. I can give you. I promise that's going to be a game of rugby. I'll give you right. You agree with it? Yeah, it's going to be a proper game of rugby. But I changed my phone in the week.
Dit is nog bekend, die autopool hier vandaag, hopelijk op nieuw maar dit jaar die laatste wedstrijd dat we van de club in die goal wat de spelers en die natuurlijk die coaches plannen. Wil jij definitief blij wat jij die goal bereiken?
Ja, natuurlijk. Ja, ek is baie gelukkig met waar ons is as 'n unie en as 'n span en as 'n Stormers. Ek dink daar was oomblikke gewees in die seisoen wat bietjie of dinge nie ons guns getel het nie, maar die manier hoe die ouens opgehou het en aanhou fight het vir soos Dobson het gesê, soos get Cape Town smiling. So dit was mantra gewees nog die hele tyd, en daar was stawwe oomblikke gewees ons letterlik net kon gaan lê het, maar die geveg en die fight en die dog wat die ouens het weer gekom, maar ja, ek's baie trots op hierdie Unie en ek's baie trots op die manier hoe ons rugby benader op die oomblik en die werk etiket wat die ouens het. So ja, dit is ongelooflik om 2 jaar in 'n ry na die grand final te gaan. En ja, so daarop gesê, dit gaan 'n gefight wees. Ek dink as Masters begin sien doen vanaand en ons speel dalk nog een game hier op Groenpunt of ons moet Aviva toe gaan, dit gaan 'n fight wees. Die ouens sal nie gaan lê nie.
Steven, it's the man for man.
What's it? You've always been a monster.
Yeah, always.
Stephen Knowles got a question. Yes, Stephen.
You're from very back on. Afstand en dan is iets unstoppable. Dis baie weer eienskap vir die span. Jy het die ouer praat. Die eienskap hoe dit jy wat trigger dit.
Ja, ek dink eerstens oor die laaste 2 jaar as jy teruggaan op baie van die wedstryde, die ouens jy kan altyd sien daar's 'n 81 minuut aan druk ons 'n 3 of ons staan 'n penalty af in die middel van die veld, hulle skop uit, ons verdedig ons lyn met alles wat ons het en kry bal terug, skop dit uit en van daar af skoor ons weer. So ek dink wat hierdie span het hoe so baie karakter en die ouens gee regtig om oor mekaar. So soos jy dink aan Marcel Tenis in sy 3 vanaand, dit is letterlik skop dat die ou laat val het en daar was net stommers krye wat gejaag het vir die bal. So dis die tipe karakter wat die ouens het, hulle gee nie op nie. Daar's maak nie saak of die so die Engelse, if the chips are down, die ouens gaan nie opgee. Dinges is ook 'n goeie voorbeeld daarvan, so daai game wat ons teen Exeter gespeel het. Ons is so ver agter, maar die ouens hou aan beklei, verdedig die lyn met alles wat hulle het en so ongelukkig het die skorlyn net weggehardloop van ons af, maar dit is al die karakter wat is in hierdie span en ek bedoel Manie is 'n goeie voorbeeld. Teen Munster het hy gesukkel, hy het hard gewerk om dit reg te maak en 2 weke later kry hy 100% skoppersentasie. So ek dink dit is maar net die karakter wat gebou het in hierdie span oor die laaste 2 jaar. Jy sal nooit ons kan afskryf teen enige span nie. Ons sal aanhou fight tot die einde toe.
Guys, can we wrap up, please? We've got another semi-final to watch. Any other questions? Okay, so we got William on Zoom. Yes, William.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to Galway. Congratulations. Great performance. John, that was a fascinating tactical battle out there. You had sides really trying to outdo each other on the tactics. That was very interesting game to watch.
Yeah, I said to Craig, I thought tactically it was. I think we got it right that we're a hard team to kick on. If they can't get their contestable spot on and they kick distance, then they have to keep the ball. And then our defense system is pretty comfortable. I must say we lost the territory battle a little bit. I think because they actually attacked quite well when they had the ball in hand. They made a few yards on us. We saw that line break that led to the try before halftime. But Chiba, I know you're from there, William. We say we got fighting or dog in us. They deserve enormous credit because they changed from being a team that was quite romantic to a very pragmatic. They're on the edge at every breakdown, not illegal. They're just fighting for everything. And so it was a bit like that. Yeah. So I think at Connacht, given that they're back, that the budget where they, where you play in the tropics there, it's an enormous credit to Connacht to come so close to the final because there was as fucking, it was 15 minutes to go. It was tough. It was close. It was time for a walk, So it's very, yeah. So that was the plan. Our plan was we thought if they kicked long, we'll punish them, which Manie did. If they don't think the contest was right, we'll stay the thing, and then they've got to keep the ball in hand. So it was a bit of a strategic game. I just would like to have us to have a bit more territory.
Yeah, and now the final, you don't know where you're going to be playing yet, but you must go into that with a lot of confidence because you handle a lot of different things today, including the conditions. And as you say, the Aviva Stadium, if that's where it is against Leinster, that's going to be a huge opportunity and a huge match for your lads.
I can't wait to be there. I think in that state, we played in a really tricky win today against on a field that we struggled. It's hard to kick, hard to scrum. We saw the Sharks scrum did quite well last week there when in their quarterfinals. So we'd be excited for that. So we're gonna fight in that final. We're really excited about it. Whoever it says, yeah.
Stephen, a quick one for you. You're coming up this way very soon. You're going to get the experience of coming to the sports ground to play Connacht, and you'll be featuring in Belfast when Connacht go up there as well. How much are you looking forward to that? How much do you know of the Irish provincial setup?
Yeah, I think over the last 2 years, I actually got to know a lot, like watching the games, analysing the games, start understanding how the Irish play. But looking forward. I'm going to miss Cape Town. I'm going to miss the Stormers, but I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I think it's going to be a fun adventure.
Yeah, well, you'll enjoy the sports ground. You might see weather there that you've never seen before. Marnie, congratulations on your man of the match performance. That was just a nice, controlled performance at times. You used the ball well, and you scored 2 wonderful tries. That gives you a great push into the final.
Yes, man. Obviously, like I previously said, obviously the forwards they give me the platform, obviously, to do my thing, like I said, and to perform like I did. I'm just grateful that for the performance, obviously, and I will definitely take a lot of confidence out of that performance. Yeah.
Gentlemen, congratulations again. Well done.
Thanks, William.
Absolute best of luck in the final, and we look forward to meeting up with you at various times in Galway next season.
Thanks
Thank
very
you
much.
very much.
Cool. Thanks,
Thank
everyone. Hopefully see you back in 2 weeks' time, man.
It's nearly
6-3 still.
Yeah.
6-3.
6-3.
Yeah.
Did you give the guy a lift, though, Dobson?
No, I was going to say much. I'll go the other way.